And I liked what I saw from Jalen Hurts, taking his time at the line of scrimmage, letting the play clock come down, and taking the time he needed, right, to digest and dissect the defense. It results in a Kenneth Gainwell 3-yard catch. Lions are up 7-0. Back at it again. PSB with RIC Football Playbook here on this September the 12th, 2022, taking you up to the lunchtime hour with the sports take guys. Big shout out to Barrett Brooks filling in on Mac and Mac. We're hoping to have Johnny Mac, who was en route back from the Motor City. Hopefully he'll pop on and talk some more Eagles inside the white stripes with you here today. Listen, I got a lot of markings in my scouting notebook. I was locked in, and we're going to do this every Monday here on the Football Playbook, something a little bit different. If you're tired of fugazi media coverage, then you tuned into the right place because, man, I'm gonna call it like I see it all season long. And so to me, there's a lot of positive here to build off of week one. The positive is a lot of room for improvement. There's room for Jalen Hurts to improve. There's a lot of room on defense to improve. At some point, Nick Sirianni's got to consider upgrading the defensive coordinator position. You're only as strong as your weakest link. Jonathan Gannon is the weak link on this roster, on this team, on this organization. And if Nick Sirianni doesn't identify that, well, then maybe you should go call somebody like Vic Fangio, who does know a thing or two about not only defense, but also head coaching. Might help to have him there because Jonathan Gannon ain't doing you any favors, bro. Okay? Capiche? Big shout out to all the chat room people too. You like the boy today on YouTube? Come on, get my likes up, would you? Because I'm about to hit him. All right, so we talked about Detroit was all full of energy, full of optimism. 67,000 packed in the dome for the first time in 3 years. Okay, and so we saw it. The Lions came out roaring. Right, first drive. First play, let's go there. First play on defense, you saw 3 down linemen with Reddick standing up at the line of scrimmage, okay? And that was the formation you saw on the opening drive. Second play of the game, DeAndre Swift gashes you. Second play, bounces outside, 51-yard run, okay? And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown getting after it? Amon-Ra St. Brown, all 167 pounds of him out front leading the block. I'd like to see the Eagles receivers do that. Penei Sewell, they switched Reddick up on Sewell, on Decker. He had no answers. Hargrave was nowhere to be found on these runs up the middle. Okay. So the first drive, by the way, the Lions had 2 false starts on the opening drive, I believe. Logan Stenberg, a backup, a third string guard who was in jeopardy of making the roster just a week ago. He's out here mauling Javon Hargrave, the third string guard, okay? Logan Stenberg mauling the Eagles, steamrolling the Eagles defense out here. The Lions offensive line, give them some credit. They played extremely well. And, Swift got a cutback. He got loose. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, who played his ass off, by the way, almost the entire game. He was matched up on TJ Hawkinson a lot. Hawkinson first drive gets a catch on him. Avonte Maddox made a touchdown saving tackle on Jamal Williams. But guess what? Next play, Marcus Epps gets barreled on the goal line. Jamal Williams just barrels over Marcus Epps. And I'm going to apologize in advance to Marcus Epps because he's going to feel like my personal punching bag today. But Marcus Epps made a lot of good plays. He also made a lot of questionable plays. It's not because he did anything wrong. He's a very high-effort guy. He's just limited. He's just limited from a talent perspective. In fact, I think that he was the biggest weakness of the defense yesterday. I'd be looking to continue to upgrade the safety position because now I see why there was concern. All right. Marcus Epps is only so good. Hard work can outbeat talent, But that talent can be upgraded. And there's a couple plays I'm going to point out by Marcus Epps that might open some eyes. So Marcus Epps gets run over by Jamal Williams. Okay. 9 plays, 75 yards. Lions come out on 4-4-2 drive. Smash mouth football. Ground and pound would be the theme of the day. Okay. Quez Watkins on the kick return. First play on offense. We saw what the offense was going to be about all day. RPO. RPO, RPO, hello, RPO. First play, it's an RPO reverse. Hurts keeps it outside. Jack Stoll with the nice block. Jack Stoll getting the start. First play of the game. Okay. Next play is out of shotgun. Aiden Hutchinson over anticipates. Okay. They get a first down run, I think 10 yards. Okay. And then Detroit starts applying the pressure. Mike Hughes on the nickelback blitz. Isaiah Buggs on the blitz on the very next play. 3rd and 10, false start on Goddard. The noise was getting to the Eagles offense. We'll talk more about that. False starts, too many men on the field, miscommunications, not able to hear in the huddle. The crowd noise was a factor. It's not all on the player's fault. Variable factors involved. Miles Sanders with a nice 5-yard run. Devontae Smith with the rare drop. I know he didn't have any catches, but he drops the ball early on in the game. Only 4 targets. 13 of 32 targets went to A.J. Brown. Nobody else saw more than 4 targets. A.J. Brown, incomplete pass. Eagles punt, first possession. Jalen Hurts starts out 0 for 5, the worst start of his career. People forget that when they see the result. This was a bounce back performance by Jalen Hurts early on. Detroit takes over at their own 41. Hassan Reddick comes with the blitz. Marcus Epps, great play. Reddick blitzes. Epps blows up the screen pass. Great play. We saw the pressure. We saw the pressure early. Hassan Reddick in on the blitz. Epps is charging. They did a lot of run blitz. So Epps was there, even though it was a screen pass. Epps blows it up. 3rd and 6. Bradbury on St. Brown makes a great play with 0 coverage. Okay. The Eagles were on an all-out blitz. 3rd and 6. Bradbury makes the play on St. Brown. The Eagles get out of there. They show blitz often, frequent, early. Great. 3 and out. Good job. Good job early on. Covey on the punt return. False start on Quez Watkins. Okay. It seems like the Eagles had some penalties there. Whenever they put somebody in motion, there seemed to be a little jumpiness. So I noticed that. Holding on Jordan Mailata. That was a play that involved pre-snap motion. There was a holding on Mailata. Just some things to keep an eye on. Okay. First down pass, Aurorier. A.J. Brown, is there a better receiver yards after the catch? Aurorier from the Lions tries to jam up A.J. Brown. It's a low pass. Brown scoops it up, keeps the chains moving. Okay, now the Eagles are driving. More RPO. Okay, Gainwell out of the backfield. And I liked what I saw from Jalen Hurts, taking his time at the line of scrimmage, letting the play clock come down, and taking the time he needed, right, to digest and dissect the defense. It results in a Kenneth Gainwell 3-yard catch. Lions are up 7-0. Okay. Second quarter we go. All right. Now we start seeing some dropbacks. Hurts in the 3-step drop back. 3rd and 5. He connects with A.J. Brown, yards after the catch. 3rd and goal, okay? Now we saw some 12 personnel with Stoll, but what was interesting, it was more of a jumbo package where Goddard and Stoll were on the same side. In fact, in the second quarter, Steichen comes with the jumbo package on back-to-back plays. It's an RPO fake to Scott, pass breakup. Then it comes back. Miles Sanders runs for 3. And then 3rd and goal, Goddard, no gain. And then it's 4th and goal, and it's guts versus grit, right? It's the guts versus grit. And this is what I call a bounce back drive, because they go for it on 4th and goal. They get stuffed on the jumbo package. Now, they go jumbo again, same exact play. Jalen Hurts touchdown to tie it up in the second quarter. So you saw a bounce back drive. You saw the Lions go up early. You saw the Eagles offense come back after the bad start by Jalen Hurts. 0 for 5. He could have easily tucked his tail between his legs and played conservative. He didn't do that. He hits A.J. Brown. He starts dropping back. He starts finding A.J. Brown. Okay. Now, the defensive side, that was a 13-play drive, 82 yards. Jalen Hurts, 6 for 7, 72 yards. Way to be, man. And that's the Jalen Hurts. Like, look, you got the Vikings this week. Kirk Cousins makes $40 million a year this year. That's what a $40 million quarterback looks like. There's something to be said for competent play. You have to overpay for competent quarterback play. That's what Jalen Hurts brings to the table, is competence. Don't expect him to be this drop back, read through progression passer. It's not happening. Not happening. But there's something to be said for competent quarterback play. That's what you saw here. Okay. All right. So now we're still in the second quarter. Okay. And we saw the miscommunication. We saw the crowd noise, okay, kind of mess up the Eagles' flow. So there was 12 players in the huddle. You know, there's a penalty. It goes from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. This is early on in the second quarter. Costly penalty. Okay. Lions bring the heat. All-out blitz. Overload to one side. In comes Tracy Walker, who I thought was the heart and soul of this defense before he got ejected. We'll get to that. Tracy Walker was making plays. He was living in the backfield. He was bringing that heat. Okay? So you see here, costly penalty, goes from 3rd and 1, too many men on the field, to 3rd and 6. Lions not playing any games. They go all out blitz. Okay? Lions get the ball back with 10:04 in the second quarter. And, you know, Hockenson, you saw Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. You saw Darius Slay. 1st and 10, makes a big pass breakup. Okay. Now, Jared Goff, 3-step drop. Incomplete pass. TJ Edwards with the tip. Marcus Epps on the coverage. Okay. Goff had him. Couldn't find him. Epps and Chauncey Gardner making a lot of hands on the balls, pass deflections. And here we go in the second quarter. The pressure is still coming. And believe it or not, the Eagles force a 3rd straight 3-and-out. The defense is dominating up until this point. That's why I said for about 20 minutes, they played solid defense. The 3rd straight 3-and-out after giving up that first drive score. They go 3-and-out on the Lions 3 consecutive times. They get the ball back. Okay. Second quarter, A.J. Brown slant, 1st down. Miles Sanders draw, +14. They do the same exact play. Miles Sanders with another 8. And basically what is happening here is Jalen Hurts, again, is reading one side he's reading the outside edge, and he's deciding whether or not to let Miles take the ball or shall he keep it. Take the ball or keep it. Read one side of the field. Read that outside backer. What's he doing? We'll give it to Miles Sanders. Back-to-back runs, 14 and 8. Sets up a 2nd and 2. Okay. And there's Rodrigo. Malcolm Rodriguez in with the blitz. More pressure. So that brings up 3rd and 2. RPO again. Fake to Miles Sanders. Finds Goddard for 25 yards. 1st down. More blitzing from the Lions. Hutchinson and Harris. Hutchinson didn't have a sack, but he was back there. Okay, now there's a penalty, delay of game. Another delay of game. And I saw Sirianni now arguing with the ref, saying that the play clock was never reset. However, this was poor awareness. This was one of the rare mistakes Jalen Hurts made. Now, first game, on the road, loud crowd. However, a veteran quarterback, they got play clocks at the back of the end zone in every freaking stadium these days. Jalen, got to be aware. Got to be aware of that play clock. I don't care if the refs gypped you. You got to know where it's at. You got to know where the play clock is at. So I thought that was poor awareness, a costly penalty. Okay. Now, Miles Sanders picks up a run, and the Lions come back 12 players on the field. So it was for both squads. All right. We'll give some leeway here. But the RPO was strong. Sanders up the gut. First touchdown in 2 years. Jason Kelsey and Dickerson just demolished Michael Brockers. They blew Detroit off the line of scrimmage. Kelsey and Dickerson did. They really got some knockback on that Miles Sanders touchdown run, his first in 2 years. And Miles Sanders played well. I think what you saw here with the way they divvied up the snap counts and the carries, it's exactly how you want to get Miles Sanders through the season. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Little bit of this, little bit of Kenny Gainwell. Little bit of Boston Scott. Miles Sanders, 40 snaps. Kenny Gainwell, 23. Boston Scott, 13. I like it. Probably a reason why they scored 4 rushing touchdowns with 4 different players the first time since 1961. The first time since Sonny Jurgensen. The first time since, you got to go back pre-Super Bowl. Since the last time that happened. This is 2022. Running the ball still wins in the NFL, apparently. So Eagles are up 14-7 at this point. 7:34 left in the half. Jared Goff at this point in time was 3 for 9. The Eagles defense was doing what they had to do. Jared Goff was 3 for 9 with 6 passing yards and coming off 3 and outs. The pressure was there. The defense was there. You play like that the first 23 minutes, play that way the rest of the year, Jonathan Gannon. I won't be calling Vic Fangio. That's the defense I want to see. Now, Lions come back, man. Give this team credit. They continue to fight. DeAndre Swift, the Philly kid, Sirianni credited him in the postgame. Slay and Epps had him wrapped up. Penalty on TJ Hawkinson. 2nd and 16 now. This is where the Eagles bring the pressure again. This is, again, around 7:34 in the second quarter. After the Hawkinson penalty, they get backed up now. 2nd and 16. This is where pressure comes into play because you get Jared Goff under duress. Take notes, Eagles, because this is where you want Kirk Cousins on the ropes. You want him on the ropes. And this is where you had him. Jared Goff, okay? He drops back under pressure and throws an interception that's deflected by Kaiser White. Tua Palatulo with the pressure up the middle, forces the bad pass, forces the bad pass deflection, tip ball drill, James Bradbury. There's a party in the end zone. Pick 6, 21-7. His 16th career interception, his first career pick 6 for Mr. Bradbury. Welcome to Philly. 21-7. Now we're looking like a defense. Now we're looking like a complete team. This is what we wanted to see. This is the game that Jody Mack said we're going to be on the recliner with our feet kicked up at halftime, drinking the soda pop and Kool-Aid. It was all going according to plan. So far, so good. What happened? Well, the Eagles defense, they get about 50 seconds to breathe. They're right back after the Bradbury turnover. Okay, and they come back. Jared Goff is 3 for 10 at this point. And the Eagles do one of their run blitz schemes. Okay, 4 down linemen with Reddick standing up on the line of scrimmage. 4 down linemen, Reddick standing up, okay? And 2nd and 9, DJ Chark for 5. Darius Slay playing that zone coverage, keeps them within close corridors. It sets up a 3rd and 4. Now the Eagles go 5 down linemen. They play a 5-2 front, okay? They go 5-2, and Josh Reynolds burns Marcus Epps on a seam route for 28 yards. There's Marcus Epps again, liability. Marcus Epps is a liability. Josh Reynolds, who wasn't on the team when they played a year ago, he beats Epps for 28 yards, sets up a 1st and 10. Guess what? Gannon's still bringing the pressure at this point. Avonte Maddox blitz, 1st and 10, 3-step drop. Avonte Maddox is there. Bam! Incomplete pass to DJ Chark. Darius Slay on the coverage. It's still working. It's still working up until this point. Now they do another run blitz. DeAndre Swift gains 12. Right? They go back to the 3 down linemen now. They alleviate some of the pressure. And on this one with the 3 down linemen, they bring Derek Barnett, who was another one who he was banged up in this game. I think he only played 12 snaps. This was before he left with a knee injury for some time. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had a really solid game, makes the 1st down. Okay. Detroit drives. Marcus Epps on the run blitz, along with Jordan Davis and Hassan Reddick. They stuff DeAndre Swift on a 3rd and 1. And then on 4th and 1, the Lions go for it. Okay. The Eagles bring 6 down linemen. And this is why the defensive line gets a failure. F. Because you had 6 down linemen. And DeAndre Swift goes untouched for an outside touchdown run, 21-14. Okay? 21-14 now with 1:33 left in the half. You were up 21-7. 21-7. Suddenly now a 1-score game because you can't stop the run. Guess what? Dalvin Cook is going to run for 300 yards if you don't shore up this run defense, okay? Talk about yards after contact. The Eagles they got a hard enough time just making contact. Never mind yards after contact. They're going to be in trouble if they don't shore up this run defense, okay? So 2-minute drill. Jalen Hurts comes in, runs the 2-minute drill. Gainwell +6. Screen pass for another 1st down. Then we see Tracy Walker again. Safety, blitz, overload. Okay, they get to Hurts. 2nd and 14. Now, thanks, Dan Campbell. Thank you, the number 1 cheerleader in the NFL, Mr. Dan Campbell. Thank you. Can I have another, please? This guy calls timeout. Okay? With 54 seconds left in the half, Dan Campbell calls a timeout. Well, hey, Nick Sirianni says, thank you very much, coach. What a terrible timeout call on 2nd and 14. Tracy Walker, sack, blitz. You got the momentum. The Eagles say, okay, you know what? We'll give it a go. We'll give it a shot. We'll come back 4 wide. You didn't see 4 wide too often in this game. Hurts goes 4 wide, and then it picks up 10 yards after Hutchinson and Comiskey come in on the rush. This is when Detroit went to NASCAR. They had their 4 best pass rushers, 4 defensive ends on the front line, and Hurts gashed them. Little taste of their own medicine. Hurts picks up 10 yards on the NASCAR package. Detroit stays in the NASCAR. A.J. Brown beats Willie Harris for that big 54-yard play off of the play action, all because of the Dan Campbell timeout. And Philly, Detroit thought they had something for that ass. And Philly just ran right through the NASCAR package. So kudos to the offensive line for that. A.J. Brown, he's just the man-child carrying people in to the end zone with him. And 1st and goal on the 4-yard line. It's another shotgun RPO. Now the Eagles take a timeout with 18 seconds, incomplete to Gainwell. He drops a touchdown pass. Blown opportunity there by Gainwell. 3rd and goal, Isaiah Buggs, who was in the backfield frequently, he bats down a pass. And this is where, occasionally you say, Jalen, what are you thinking? This was where Jalen Hurts looked like a deer in headlights for one play. It was like, dar, 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 dar. What are you doing? Dar, dar, dar. He's lucky. There's a reason why Isaiah Buggs played defensive line. Because if he had any kinds of hands, he would have intercepted the ball. I think it was thrown right to him. He was a little bit shocked. So Hurts lives to see another day. Bad pass. Dropped touchdown by Gainwell. Hurts then stares down his receiver. That was a big W for the Lions going into halftime, I felt. Big W going into halftime. Elliott puts it up 24-14. We go into halftime. Okay? Up until this point, the Eagles defense is looking pretty good. Offense leaves some points on the board, but it's okay. You got a double-digit lead going into halftime on the road. Offensive play calling is simplistic but good. Defensive play calling is solid. Pressure. I like it. Different blitzers. You saw Epps blitz. You saw Maddox blitz. You saw Reddick blitz. You saw Graham blitz. So far, so good, guys. What happened? What happened? Let's go to the second half. Okay. Whew. At halftime, by the way, Philadelphia 296 yards to the Lions 172. Not bad, considering Hurts started off 0 for 5, considering the Lions started with the ball. I mean, the Eagles were dominating this game. They outgained the Lions by 100 yards at halftime. They had 300 of the 466 yards in this game at halftime. So third quarter, okay, we get some screen passes. We get a first down pass to A.J. Brown. Eagles start off out of the gates. Gainwell runs for a first down. Gainwell +2, RPO. A lot of RPOs. All right, let's fast forward. Third quarter, okay? Third quarter, we got a timeout by Detroit on a 1st and 10. Okay, Detroit calls timeout, and this would be a big timeout because right after this timeout with 11:34 in the third quarter, Miles Sanders has one of many big runs. He gashes the Lions for a big 24-yard gain, but again, we saw mistakes by the Lions team captains. Alex Anzalone, veteran player, good player, unnecessary roughness, tacks on another 15 yards to this 24-yard run. It's a gain of 39 after Detroit calls the timeout, gives the Eagles some momentum here. Suddenly it's 1st and 10 from the 14. Hurts QB sneak for 9. Gainwell up the middle, first down. Gainwell power left, 10th play of the drive. Eagles go up 31-14, 17-point lead. Looking good. Looking real good at this point. Can't keep up with the chat today, but shout out to Morgan E. Wilson Jr., new member. Welcome aboard. Buckle up. Hit the like button if you like this. We're going to do this every Monday. The Scouting Notebook here on the Football Playbook. Ric Serritella chopping it up, breaking it down for you here today. No Fugazi. No Fugazi here. All right. 31-14. At this point, the Eagles are winning the third down battle. That's what it's about, winning the third down battle. The Eagles 8 for 12. The Lions 2 for 6 at this point in time. 31-14 with 10:21 left in the third quarter. The Eagles are dominating the game still. This is still an Eagle domination. Now, we go Lions ball. They start driving. Hawkinson, we had Chauncey Gardner-Johnson on Hawkinson. Goff calls an audible. Jamal Williams stuffed by Hassan Reddick up the middle. They don't get fooled by the audible. 3rd and 10, 3 down linemen plus Reddick standing up on the front. They seemed like they got burned in the run game with these 3 down linemen, Reddick standing up. Swift goes for 20 yards. 1st and 10, stuffed by Fletcher Cox. 2nd and 8, Jamal Williams drops a screen pass. Derek Barnett goes down, and this is where the fracas happens. You see Jared Goff, Fletcher Cox getting into it. Some other Eagles there involved. Penalty, right? Penalty. And penalty on Fletcher Cox. So now this is where Detroit comes back, and Darius Slay drops the interception. This is highlighted on my stat sheet with another blown opportunity. He drops the interception. This could have sealed the deal, okay? This could have made it 38-14. Sayonara, icing on the cake, but he drops the pass. Lions, give him credit. They fought to the very end. They bounced back. Hawkinson takes a screen pass for 16 yards, runs over that guy, Marcus Epps again. I'm telling you, Marcus Epps is a liability. I'm just telling you guys. He's going to cost this Eagles defense. So Hawkinson takes a 16-yard pass, runs over Epps. Amon-Ra St. Brown drops a pass. 3rd and 7, Goff runs for a first down, number 29 on the missed tackle. A lot of missed tackles in this game. Jamal Williams up the middle, play action. 2nd and goal, Jared Goff off the mark again. Had Josh Reynolds. Josh Reynolds had Bradbury beat. Play action, Goff misses him. Guess what? Jared Goff recognizes where the weakness is on this defense. You know where he goes? He picks on that man again, Marcus Epps. Amon-Ra St. Brown on the slant route. Marcus Epps can't cover it. Instead of being 38-14, they let him off the hook. They let him off the hook, 31-21. It's now a 10-point game, but guess what? Dan Campbell gifts you an onside kick. Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Coach. I mean, cheerleader Campbell. Now, I get it. This team almost upset the Rams, I think, last year with a couple onside kicks and chicanery. Week 1, bro, you better get your ducks in order because you were in this game, Dan Campbell, and you let them right back in it. 31-21. You give the Eagles every opportunity at midfield. First play, short field, Hurts, tucks and runs, 7 yards. They come out with the trips right. This is the first time I saw that. Trips right on 2nd and 3. It's a screen pass to A.J. Brown, -2 yards. Big shout out to Jeff Okudah coming back off of that ACL. He missed all of last year. Former first-round pick out of Ohio State. He's the big responsibility reason why Devonta Smith had 0 catches. Jeffrey Okudah, who was matched up on both Okudah and Brown. He did a great job shutting down Devonta Smith. He does a great job here shutting down the screen pass on A.J. Brown. Okay, now this is where the crowd comes into it, for better or for worse for the Lions, because now it's a critical 3rd down. Okay, empty set backfield, 4 wide on 3rd and 5. The crowd noise is amped up, and here comes Walker, Tracy Walker, team captain. Okay, and not called for 1, but 2 flags. This is where, okay, you saw some of the tension built up from Fletcher Cox. I think it spilled over here. Zach Pascal in the fray, Dallas Goedert, Boston Scott. Yo, that's my quarterback. Gotta love the feisty fight from this Eagles team. That's my quarterback. Tracy Walker gets ejected, which I don't know if I necessarily agree with, but he's gone. He's out of here. Big loss for the Lions. Big loss for the Lions because I thought Tracy Walker was the heart and soul of this defense. So he's out of there. Eagles come back. Boston Scott up the gut. That gives you 4 different Eagles to score a touchdown. BYOB, bring your own blocker. And the Eagles go up 38-21 with 1:41 left in the third quarter. Okay. Derek Barnett, I told you he leaves the game temporarily with a left knee injury. Okay, so while he's out of the game, Detroit gets the ball back, and they probably have their best drive of the game here, okay, towards the end of the third quarter. Swift for 4, play action, Amon-Ra St. Brown for 28. Eagles in that cushion zone coverage. This is where Gannon took his foot off the pedal. This is where Gannon started to ease back and play almost a prevent style of defense. Drop back, let Amon-Ra St. Brown pick up 28. Lions say, okay, you want to play zone? We'll go empty set. Goff goes deep. Penalty, holding on TJ Edwards. Eagles defense now out of their comfort zone. Now, Amon-Ra St. Brown for all the good. He heard the footsteps, drops past Avonte Maddox. Heard the footsteps. But TJ Hawkinson comes back and gains a first down on Chauncey Gardner-Johnson to end the third quarter. So the Lions now down 17 going into the fourth quarter, have some momentum. Ric Serritella challenges that catch, by the way. Loses the challenge. He did pretty well last year on challenges. Loses the challenge. Okay, loses a timeout. So now they go DeAndre Swift screen, makes Javon Hargrave look silly. Like, yo, what the daily, Javon? Come on, bro. Buckle up. Come on, son. Javon Hargrave played terrible. Marcus Epps played horrible. These two guys, I mean, I'm looking at how to incorporate Jordan Davis more. That goes without saying. I don't know what they're going to do at safety. Lions now go jumbo package down at the goal line. They bring in the extra offensive linemen, and they just ram it down the defensive line's throats. Jamal Williams gets them within striking distance again, 38-28. The Eagles had no answer for the Lions jumbo package. All right. Now, this was interesting. Fourth quarter, A.J. Brown back on the kick return team with Quez Watkins. Little kick return safety just in case. I like it. Now, Philly only had one timeout remaining here going into the fourth. Delay of game, second time for Jalen Hurts. Penalty, second time. You know, you've got to be, I think the game clock ran out. So you've got to be more aware moving forward. Week 1, we're working out the kinks. Home sellout crowd, a lot of optimism. We'll give them a bye. But as the season wears on, Hurts has got to do a better job of the clock management. He's got to do a better job of realizing how many men are on the field. Okay? So 3rd and 11. 7-man rush from Detroit again. The Eagles go 3 and out. Detroit gets the ball back. Okay, DeAndre Swift now kicks it up a notch. He drags Marcus Epps. I have a 19-yard run, and DeAndre Swift drags him for about 5 yards. You know, Fletcher Cox, again, out of place. And James Bradbury on Josh Reynolds, you know, blown opportunity there. So, you know, the Lions still in the game, still in the fight. And DeAndre Swift, he was running inside, he was running outside. Jared Goff, incomplete pass. Bradbury with strong coverage. Hawkinson, penalty by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, keeps the Lions in the hunt. And then the DJ Chark catch to put the Lions within 38-35. It was great coverage by Darius Slay. I don't think you could play it much better than that. He did the best he could. It was just a better play by DJ Chark. So 38-35, the Lions score 14 unanswered, and now the Eagles start sweating. Biggest play of the game with 3:41 remaining in the fourth quarter. Okay, the Eagles 3rd and 1 up until this point. They run Goddard in motion pre-snap. Miles Sanders with the second effort, great vision, 24-yard gain. This to me was the play of the day up until that point. Takes him to the 2-minute warning, and then Boston Scott does his thing, and bear crawls for the first down. And that's how it would be iced out after the 4th and 1 call from their own 40. Give Sirianni credit for this. If you give him credit for anything, he believes in Jalen Hurts and he believes in his offense. Not sure how much he knows about defense, but 4th and 1 on your own 40, Jalen Hurts over the top ices the game, and that's how it would break down. But I just wanted to point out some of the deficiencies there, especially on defense. I will give the offense a little bit of a pass, working out the kinks, crowd noise, on the road, deafening noise. You heard, I think AJ Brown or somebody post-game said, I couldn't even hear what Jalen was saying in the huddle. But, man, he was cool and poised and ready for war. And Hurts played well. This is what you want Hurts to do. 17 carries. Hey, it's week 1. He's got to be able to feel a little bit more comfortable staying in the pocket a little bit longer, though, for this team to win in the long run. So that's your week 1 breakdown. Okay. Lot of concern on the defensive side of the ball. I think this offense will be okay if they stay healthy. I want to see more of the 4 wide. I want to see more of the trips right. Even though the one time they did it, it didn't work out. They got blown up 2-yard screen pass. I want to see more diversity on the offense. We saw it in the run game. 4 different runners, 4 different ways to score. No touchdowns through the air. That's okay. They did what they had to do to pull out the W, but I'm just telling you, this is not championship football on defense. Not championship football on defense. Javon Hargrave, I would say Marcus Epps are the 2 biggest culprits after this week 1, but it's only week 1. Okay? So there's your breakdown for the Lions and Eagles. Okay, we just broke it down, all 4 quarters of football. I can't believe we got an hour of power in the books. 1 hour down. Another hour to go. Xander, was that segment long enough for you? I hope so, brother. When we come back, we'll break it down a little bit more, take a look at some of these numbers, take a look at other areas where the Eagles did well, other areas where the Eagles can improve. Hey, we got Tone behind the scenes. We'll pop him onto the stream, get his take on the Eagles week 1. He's looking all fresh to death with the new haircut. NFL week 1. Hey, 1 hour down, another hour to go. It's the Football Playbook taking you up to noon Eastern for the Sports Take guys, followed by Dan Cilio. It's all brought to you by the Ocean Casino and Resorts in Atlantic City. Your home for the Atlantic City Jazz Festival this weekend. Your home for Eagles and post-game coverage. Your home for JAKIB Sports here on YouTube. We'll be back right after this.